Welcome to the Mother's Day special with the Rebirth. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And happy Mother's Day to all you wonderful moms that's out there.
It's your time to renew, rebuild, and restore. Let's go.
Hello, and welcome to the Rebirth. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Today we have a Mother's Day special. And right now, I know you just see me, but Eli is going to be joining us a little bit later. Right now, I would like to introduce to you for the first time my amazing mom, my beautiful mother, Eileen Williams. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Shay.
Welcome to the Rebirth.
Thank you.
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Thank you so much for agreeing to sit down with me on Mother's Day and have a conversation.
Yeah, you're quite welcome.
So, Mom, I'm not going to take too much of your time today, but I just wanted to talk to you about motherhood and what it was like, for you raising me. Your only child. I'm an only child, y'all. So, but I'm not spoiled. Am I?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Not spoiled.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about how has motherhood been for you?
Motherhood has been great for me. Thank
Okay.
God.
Okay.
I could say you was a good little girl.
I was good. I want to please put that on record. Put that on record. I was a good child. Yes,
Yeah,
Mom.
you
Please
were.
speak, preach, Mom. So let me ask you this, Mom. Did you know when you were carrying me, when you were pregnant with me, did you know what I was? Because back then, I guess you couldn't tell, right?
Yes. I knew you were gonna be a girl.
You did?
Yeah.
How'd you know?
Because they told me.
Oh. Okay. I thought you was going to say because God told you, but okay. All right. So they were able to tell the sex of the baby and everything.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I got all the little girl clothes and
Okay.
yeah, waiting for Shay.
Yeah. So how was delivery? Was it a tough delivery for you?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was. I can remember probably about the first day I went in. I didn't have you until the next day at 2:49
Okay.
in the morning.
2:49 in the morning.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah, and you were 7'2"
Mm-hmm.
and 14 inches. You was a short baby.
I was short. Yes, I was. But I was tall in spirit because I thought I was tall all these years. Realized that I wasn't. But so just kind of, this is pretty cool because I get a chance to like reminisce about childhood. And I grew up as an only child, but I was very close with my cousins. So it always felt like I had, siblings around. But it was always me and you. We were and still are. We are very, very close.
Yes.
So did I give you any problems growing up?
No, and I'm not trying to put you on a pedestal. No, but you didn't.
Right.
You didn't.
Yeah. See, I just want Eli to understand that, right? So I didn't give my mom a problem. Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
And then you were saying you had your uncles or
Yeah. My uncles played a big part in my life. Shout out to Uncle Arnold, Uncle Art, and Uncle Alvin. They were my father figures as well as my godfather.
Yes.
Reverend Coos, who is no longer with us. But they were definitely my father figures. Uncle Art used to have me in he was a DJ. So he used to sneak me in the club with
and Mom didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah. Mommy didn't know. My mom didn't know. I just
Mm-hmm.
actually told her this a couple weeks ago that I used to be in the clubs with my uncle. So yeah. So back then, discipline, discipline was different than how, we discipline our kids now. But
Mhm.
you didn't have to
I didn't really have to get you.
get me.
I,
She had to get me. AKA beat me. She had to beat me.
I can look at you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And from the expression on my face, you knew what time it was,
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, when didn't want to listen or something you wanted,
Mhm.
right? And you might have like took a little bit. I just take your cheek.
Oh, I remember that. You did used to pinch my cheeks.
And then a tear come out and it stopped right here.
Oh.
Because your face was so full. You had she was plump.
I was. My grandmom used to.
She was a plump baby. My mother used to I'd tell her she can't one biscuit, Shay. Mommy would sneak her in the back and she ended up with 2 and 3 biscuits. And it paid off because she was really heavy.
Yeah,
really heavy.
I was a little. I had some little more cushion than what I did when I have now. Growing up,
Yeah.
I did.
You did.
Yeah. What was the challenges of motherhood for you, as well as the rewards?
Well, I didn't know everything
Mm-hmm.
about, like being a mother, but from my mother,
Yeah.
I learned a lot and things to do as far as with you as a baby and growing up. And I was a little, I remember I was a little, I would say, protective of you. And that's when my mom
Still
had
is. She still is.
Yeah. My mom had to step in and say, loosen up some.
Oh.
Loosen up on you some.
Yeah.
So it was okay with me. It was all right. I know it takes a village, like my mom, and then I had my sister,
my Aunt Betty. Yes, yes.
She would help out a
Yeah.
lot. And then back to the childhood,
Mhm.
you were saying you had your little friends, but you also had some imaginary friends too. You had some imaginary friends.
Okay, let's talk about the imaginary friends.
Yeah.
We have a little audience in the studio tonight, so we got a couple of chuckles going on. But talk about it. I want us to be very transparent.
Yes, I was at the window. I went to the window because I heard all this here noise. I said, "What is going on?" Shady made some more friends. So I looked out the window. I saw her running around the tree, but I ain't see no other kids. So she acted like she had a little bunch out there just running around the tree laughing and talking. I said, okay. So from then, I knew that she was going to be a leader.
Thank you, Mom.
She was going to be a leader because she didn't need anyone to play with her.
Mm-hmm.
She was just that kind of person. So
yeah. Thank you for saying that you knew that I was going to be a leader and not crazy. But a lot of kids do have imaginary friends, right? So I don't know how old I was, at that time.
You wasn't that old.
But yeah. So, but I was good. I was really good on, by myself. My mother worked a lot. And she was also going to school. She was going to college. So there were a lot of times where I was home, by myself, but I always respect your rules, and
right.
That was something that she just never had to she didn't have to worry about.
Right. And she was very respectful up until now. It's a lot of things she don't do around me. She doesn't I know she probably do something
in front of you.
Right. She doesn't. So I respect that.
Yeah.
And also she wanted to take up playing the flute in school.
No. Pause. No. I wanted to play the saxophone.
I wanted her to
You
play the
wanted me to
flute.
play the flute.
Okay, because she knew her mother was an organist.
Yes, my mom is the organist.
When she got her little flute, she would bring her flute to church, just like she was like really professional in the case, and then she'd get down in there, she'd take it out. I can't tell you what she was playing, but she was playing it. I don't know what it sounded like. But these are the things that she would do.
Yeah.
And I thank God for her. And I never once said, "Oh, I wish I didn't have her." No, she's been a blessing to me. And it was just me and her. And then she started working at the age of 14, and she haven't stopped. At the age of 14, Shay was working.
Yeah.
She wanted a Jeep. I said, "You meet me halfway with the down payment, and you can get your Jeep." And that's what she did.
Yeah.
So,
well, I got my work ethic from you. You know how families go through different things and stuff like that, but I never felt that, regardless of what it was that came our way. My mom never allowed me to feel the impact of it, of what it could be. So there was things that you were handling or you were taking care of that I didn't even know was a struggle for us. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want for anything, but I also know it was hard. Right. It was hard on you, my grandmother and my Aunt Betty, those very, very amazing, strong women. And they were the village. And they were everything to me. And it still is. My aunt is still alive. My grandmother passed away back in 2000, which was your mom, which was very, very, very hard. But you also had a very close relationship with your mother. Would you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes. My mom, she was an amazing mother. She backed me into everything I wanted to do, positive, very encouraging. And she was a lady that loved to pray. She loved God. And I can remember when we all was home, how she would get up in the mornings and let the sun shine in, open up all the windows, and she goes through the house singing and praying. And just today, this is what I do. I open I don't close my windows. I don't close the blinds, because I'm up on, on the second floor. But my brothers, they do the same thing. They do the same thing.
I do the same thing.
Yeah. They do the same thing. She was an amazing mother. She taught her sons how to take care of a house, how to cook, how to iron. My brothers aren't better than I am. So she was an amazing mother, and I can say I really miss her. I really miss her. Yeah. Very much.
Yeah, we do. But I thank God for you, because just like grandma helped you with me, you were there for me with my sons. And I stayed home for 3 years after I had my sons. And then when I did decide to go back to work, my mom was with them, and she took care of them. And we spent a lot of time together back then, because they were so little, and we were just it was just great. So I'm grateful for you. I thank God for you. And you mean the world to me. And I know there's some other questions I want to ask you, but I just completely forgot. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I feel like I'm getting emotional, so, and I'm trying not to break, but you mean the world to me. And I'm so grateful and thankful that you're still here. You're still here. So I want to say this because my mom is a lupus survivor.
Yes.
And she's made that known. She's nothing that she shies away or doesn't want to talk about. But you was diagnosed with the lupus how many years ago now?
In the 90s.
Yeah. And how has that been for you?
Well, when I first started off with it, I was like in and out the hospital.
Yeah.
Didn't look good at all. Very small. Just didn't look good. In and out the hospital. And to the point where right now, if I go to Christiana Hospital and they'll say, well, this time you're not here for the lupus, because every time I would go, I would pack my bag because I knew they're going to keep me.
Yeah.
And they did.
Yeah.
So I thank God I haven't been in the hospital for lupus for about maybe about 4 or 5, maybe 6 years now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
God has kept me, and He's going to continue to keep me.
Yeah.
And a lot of ones that I knew, that people knew me and asked if they can give the other ones my number for encouragement to them. But they're going on now, so I'm very, very thankful and grateful that I'm still here.
You are, and I've always felt that God has favor, in your life. So Mom, thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for being such.
Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you. Thank you for being such an amazing mom, and I love you so very much.
I love you too.
All right.
Yes.
We'll be back, guys. Okay.
Hello, my Delaware, Maryland, and Pennsylvania family. It's that time of year again for Girls Academy. We are so excited that June 29th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. we will host our annual Girls Academy. Do you know a young lady in grades 6 through 12 that could really benefit from a day away, spending time with other young ladies, playing games, winning prizes, talking about self-esteem, life, and just all those things that they have possibly gone through during the school year and preparing for a great next school year? If you know a young lady, sign her up today. Send her the link to our registration form. Registration is $30 and it includes food and tons of fun. Also, to my family out there in Delaware, Pennsylvania, Maryland, we need sponsors. No amount is too small to donate. We really want to give back and feed into the lives of these young ladies. So if you want to assist in that way, if you know a young lady, share this with your friends, your aunties, your uncles, everybody, and let them know. Because again, we only have limited space because we like to make it, small and intimate. All right. I know you guys can do it.
Right. Hey, y'all. Hello. It's your boy, Eli Isabel here, the AKA the South. Got something to say. And welcome back to the Rebirth's Mother's Day special today. I am sitting in with probably the luckiest woman in this world. She don't even know how lucky she is. What I'm happy to be interviewing today, y'all, my lovely, lovely wife, Priscilla Isabel. Hello, love. Welcome to the show.
Hi, honey. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Thank you. Now, how lucky are you to be married to me? Let's talk about that.
Well, Well,
you're speechless, right? I know it. It's all right.
Speechless.
No pressure, baby. No pressure. I know my greatness. It just jumps out at everybody. It's all right.
Oh my gosh.
So today, baby, I want to talk to you about it's Mother's Day, and we're here to honor you and all of the moms and my mother and your mother who are no longer here with us. But Shane, I thought it was important to talk to the moms this time, and what better person can I have sitting beside me today? So you are a mother of how many? I'm pretending like I don't know these things. You are a mother of how many children?
I'm a mother of 3 kids.
3 kids. All right. And what's the ages of your children?
My oldest daughter is 41. My son's 37, and my baby girl is 17.
All right. So, as a mother, tell me this: what does motherhood mean to you? You got to define it for yourself.
Motherhood to me is, I would say, security for my children, because I'm their everything. I mean, whatever they need, whatever they want, if I can do it or get it, it's done.
Right. Okay. So you mentioned we have children that are 40 and 37. So there's a 20-year difference in between your baby and your middle kid. So what's it been like raising children in the 80s and 90s as opposed to the 2000s?
I would say in the 80s, well, I was a single mom. And I was motherless as well. So I had my daughter when I was 16, and my mother was shot and killed when I was 17. So I was raising this child by myself. So it was tough, but I mean, there was a large village. The people in town, they all came in and they helped me to raise this baby.
Right.
So yeah, it was pretty, I think it was easier then because I had a lot of support.
Right. So what about now in the 2000s? What's it like raising a kid in this millennium and this social media world that we live in with all this technology?
Today's children, I would say the difference is my baby is a lot more knowledgeable now than my children were back then. So it makes a big difference in how you can how you raise them now.
Yeah.
Because things that you can say now can come back to bite you, because at some point they're going to research it and come back with their own opinion about it. So
it ain't like back
different.
in the day. You just tell them anything and they believe it.
If I say if what I say is golden. So no, it's different.
Yeah, those days are over though. I think
They are over.
what I say is golden. Yeah, that's a wrap. So you mentioned that the first time around you kind of did it by yourself. So is it? It's gonna sound like I'm being selfish, speaking selfishly of myself, but I'm gonna do it. What's it like raising a child with me? What challenges do I present to your motherhood?
Well, I'm the disciplinarian in my household. He is the yes. So whenever something doesn't go right or something needs to be challenged, it always comes to me, because you're always going to say yes, or you're always going to say, go ask your mother.
Well, that's my way of including you into the decision.
Well,
so go ask your mother is because I don't want her to always come to me, because she will 100 out of 100. I'm like, so go ask your mom this time. You know what I mean? I understand your hesitancy because the world is crazy, and I know that everything shouldn't be a yes. I get that. I guess I come from the era of we heard no a lot, even if you were doing the right thing, and just no, I don't want you to do that. And we never got a reason why, because I said so. I don't know. I guess now I just feel like that if you're making good choices and you're doing the right thing, why not? And I know because we both from the South, and I know that's our parents weren't that liberal with us. You could be the all A student and the best thing smoking, but you still might get a no just because. And no explanation. And so I guess that's the difference between us. And I think you balance me out, which I definitely need, because I will just be like, yeah, sure.
that's true.
Go ahead. You can do this. So having your house like full, as far as like having me there and every day, is so what is the difference in that and having to do it by yourself? I mean, we know the obvious differences, but what would you say has been probably the most rewarding part about having the second parent in the house?
I would say having you there, I don't have to make all the decisions on my own. The work is divided, so if I feel like if I'm short somewhere, you'll be there to pick me up. Whereas with those other kids, I mean, it was just all me.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no other opinion but my opinion.
Right.
So I feel like having you as my husband has been great, and I love you for that.
So let's go back to something real quick, and I love you too. Having your first child at 16, like when you found out you were pregnant, what was your immediate thought? Were you scared? Were you like, oh Lord? Like, what was your immediate thought?
I was scared to death. I didn't tell my mom that I was pregnant. She just figured it out because I guess my demeanor changed. I didn't say anything, but I was in the 10th grade. I went to school. Um, I had her when I was pregnant. I was in the 10th grade, and I didn't miss not one day of school. I went to school every single day, and I mean, I made it happen.
Yeah.
I made it happen.
So what was your mom's reaction? And your dad, Mr. Asa, what was their reaction?
You know, she really didn't say a lot except that, you know, you're going to have that baby, which I know I would. I couldn't do anything else but have it. But my dad, I mean, he didn't have an opinion either, but saying, honey, you know, we're going to help you. We're going to help you take care of that baby. You don't have to worry about anything. And I mean, that's what happened, because once I had her, she thought I was her sister until my mom died. She never knew I was her mom.
Wow.
Because I didn't really take care of her. I just had her and gave it to my mom.
Yeah.
But I mean, she was only a year and a half when my mom died. So after that, I was on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So my life changed tremendously after that.
Wow. Yeah, I can imagine. You made me forget my question when you made it that response. So, what was your relationship like with your mom?
As much as I can remember, I would say it was good. I mean, we didn't really. My family, my mom didn't show a lot of emotion toward us.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, as far as I can remember, I would say it was good.
So when you say emotion, meaning the hugs, I love you, things like that.
I love you. Like, we didn't get any of that when we were younger. So with my older kids, they kind of missed that part of that life when they were younger, because I mean, I didn't get it, so I didn't know how to give it.
Right.
So as with Haley, it's a different story. I mean, I had to learn to give it back because she's so giving.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me just say this. I mean, in light of everything you've been through and losing your mom so early, Brandon and Jen are awesome, responsible parents, and we see Haley every day, you know, being great. So I want you to know that you are a phenomenal mother, and you have always done a great job with everybody. You okay? I'm gonna ask you one more question, okay? Is there anything that I guess any of the things you learned from your mother that you maybe use with raising Haley? Is there any like traditions or anything that you know that you apply to your relationship with Haley?
I would say encouraging her to, you know, be strong. Go for what you want. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't.
Right.
And I think Haley does a great job with that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Absolutely. So before we wrap, is there any advice you would give to a 16-year-old girl who may be on the verge of becoming a mother right now? What would you say to that young lady?
In today's world, it's totally different. I would tell her to don't give up.
Right.
The sky's the limit. I mean, never say never, because you can.
Right.
Because today you have more things going on now than I did back then. Because I wanted to go to college, but I never got a chance to go to college. In today's world, you can't do that. It can still happen.
Right.
So don't let being pregnant be the all, because it still can happen. You still can be successful in this world.
And at the end of that rainbow, you could get a me.
Yep.
It's just, you know, it happens.
And at the end of the rainbow, you can get a great job like I have with no college education. I'm a surgery coordinator. So I schedule surgeries all day for 3 doctors. So never say never, because it can be done.
Amen. I saw your W-2 to come up is real. Listen, thank you so much. I know this was going to be a little difficult for you, but I think you did an awesome job.
Well, thank you.
And you are an awesome mom. And I wouldn't pick anybody else to be my baby mother number 2, you know. So thank you so much for everything that you do. Yeah, you know, that goes without saying. Well, I mean, make sure wife, my baby mother, my wife, my friend, my confidant, the person who keeps my credit straight,
Yeah.
pay my bills.
Yeah.
So you do many more things. You wear so many hats, and I want to just let you know I appreciate you and I love you.
Thank you. And I love
All
you
right.
more.
Yeah. So listen, y'all. Thank you all for joining us, man. Again, we just want to represent the mom. Shout out to my mother. Happy Heavenly Mother's Day to you. Rosie, I love you. I miss you. And to all the moms, Miss Williams in the building. I'm just gonna say this before I wrap. Watching Shay and Miss Williams, it really touched me and it made me wish that I could be doing that with my mom. So God bless y'all and thank y'all for joining us.
Welcome back to the Rebirth. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this beautiful, beautiful special for Mother's Day. I'm so honored to have my mom here. I'm happy to have Priscilla here. And we thank God for you guys.
Yes.
Thank you for being amazing moms. And happy Mother's Day to all of you
Yes.
out there. Take care of your moms, man. If there's something going on, like foster that, fix that relationship, right? Because you only get one mom. So again, happy Mother's Day from Eli and I
Yes. Happy Mother's
to
Day.
you. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Thank you.
Before we go, we have something for you, ladies. Yes. So this is Happy Mom's Day. Eli.
Happy
this
Mother's Day,
you
baby.
go. You
For
are
you.
very, very welcome. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And I know that this was unexpected, but real quick before we wrap up, I have two beautiful ladies here in the studio, and this is going to be a little crowded, but I would like for you guys to please come to the couch so I can present you something. Jen, Michelle.
Come on. So, yes. This is just an appreciation. You guys, this is our team, and they do so many awesome things behind the scenes for Shay and I, and they keep us together 24/7. We have one that's a little shy. She is a woman of more. So we all know Michelle Washington is in the background.
Thank you.
We love you, Michelle. We know you're in the back of the cut.
Happy Mother's Day. Just want to say I appreciate you. All right, guys. Okay, guys. She didn't want to come on camera, but shout out to Michelle Washington.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day, love.
Shout
You're
out to you,
welcome.
Jen.
You're
We love
welcome.
you. Thank you so much.
Happy
Everything
Mother's
you
Day,
do.
everybody.
Yes.
Be blessed.